This call is from a person currently in a prison in England. All calls are logged and recorded and may be listened to by a member of prison staff. If you do not wish to accept this call, please hang up now.
Day 6, HMP Thameside IDTS ring. Cold this morning yet, with frost and the grass outside. I ate my wheat biscuits with a sachet of sugar for breakfast and then laid back down waiting to be let out for social. Having finished the book last night. It was okay. The ending was upsetting, causing the loss of a few tears, but that was when they described the death of their parents. I thought of my mum's health and how I can't help, but overall, it's another example of how life is long, and even if I get a long sentence, there's still time left to be with my family and achieve things. I hope. I got let out about 40 minutes after everybody else on social for seemingly no reason. Ahmed had to summon the guard to let them out. The person who gets paid to do people's CMS has seemingly quit, telling me I don't do it anymore, and has even removed the sign from their door. Vexed, I went to Rasterman's pad to ask them if I can use CMS, but they were already entangled with somebody else's request, the same as mine. That pussy clot, blood clot, number 10, blah, 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 he said. He was very pissed off because the CMS person quit the job and then everybody ended up at his door. And I couldn't be bothered with that. So I told the guard, this is beyond the joke. There's no access to CMS on this wing. I told them that if they get one in my cell, I'll help anybody anytime. I don't know how they can have one and not help people. I protested. No TV, no phone, no kettle, and now no CMS. This is day 6. What the F? I was not happy. Every day I'd have more to complain about. So I went to the doctor to complain about my day and nights. Other nights I'm becoming increasingly frustrated with the babies here on the wing who need coddling by the screws, crying out, "Officer, oi, officer," for hours on end. I now have a prescription for sleeping pills now in the hope of preventing me in the hope of preventing me giving verbal abuse to those who can't keep quiet on the wing. It would make a mockery out of them if I started giving them verbal, and there's nothing that they could say back to me that I don't have more of a zinger to say back at them. My scouse wit and humour would fuck them up, leaving me in an aggravated environment though. The only scouser in the wing. The doctor laughed out loud at my description of some at a night, saying he knows I'm right because that's how the officers described them the same way. I have a 3-day prescription for a sleeping pill that I shouldn't tell anybody about because it's very powerful. Everybody wants this, he told me. The doctor also noted my lack of amenities and told me the 2-star officer could help me with them. If he sees them, I'll tell them. If I don't, I won't, he said. Correcting my name and prisoner number was also something noted down. Ahmed wasn't happy with my prescription, concerned I'll get addicted or stuck on this wing. I'm getting to the end of my patience though, and will cause antagonisms if people won't shut up. Stop shouting to people, ignoring them for hours. I don't know what that means. At all hours of the night. I brushed my pad's floor with 4 people asking for the brush within 5 minutes of me starting, and had 2 slices of cheese on a defrosted bun with Shorty's biscuits, which are actually pink. abs and arms still sore because of no protein. I spoke to the E-man who will get me reading material, but noted there's so much Muslims, or he said that there's 50 Muslims in front of me for service. Now I'll probably try and nap, listening to everybody chat shit in the wing. No exercise today, just lockdown. Waiting for me tea. My emergency canteen came, so my new razor had come. I'd had a shave with the single blade brick, being extra careful not to cut myself. Then I used my berry vape that had also come, conscious that there wasn't much power left on the vape because I couldn't charge it. I also got a Lion's Golden Syrup cake, absolute merch that needed stashing away from the bummy thieves on the wing. There was a long wait for tea after dark. Also a long wait in the medicine queue, only to be told that I don't get me sleeping pills until tomorrow. Tea was cold. There's wedges, green beans, and a lemon and herb fish, which is actually very tasty. All of it got banged on me 2 slices of bread, single and folded to make the most of them. Ahmed boxed me off with a tub of Vaseline, which I needed for my lips, and I'm very grateful for. I wish I thought quick enough to swap books with Ahmed. Maybe they were looking forward to doing it too. Asku said that he'll get me a USB charger from a prisoner who works here, but I doubt it. I don't know why not just let me charge in the Screw's office for half an hour. I know the prisoner, the one opposite who sorted me hot water for soup, told me that they don't give stuff out when I asked them if I could use their charger, and I don't blame them. There's a few new big mouths on the wing who love to vocalise the lack of everything that they have, that most of us don't have. As if it's going to change anything, I've learned. All that's left is to finish this diary and to try and sleep in about 6 hours when there's a break in noise. I'll probably have the cereal that I saved from yesterday morning with some golden syrup cake for supper because tea wasn't very filling. Oh yeah, earlier Anna gave me my solicitor's number and address, but obviously there's no CMS to add the number to the system. Jokes. Even if I had a phone in my cell, some fiend had destroyed the phone socket in my pad. Like the phone socket was literally hanging out the wall. So if I had one, it couldn't even get plugged in.
Thank you for tuning in to Diary of a Political Prisoner. What was a short list for you was a period of time in prison for me. So please make sure that you subscribe on whatever podcast player you're listening on to be notified of future episodes. Each episode was recorded in a prison cell as I'm held on remand for allegedly being involved in a Palestine action to disrupt and destroy weapons in a genocidal Israeli arms factory under Section 5 of the Terrorism Act. My diary is a podcast only to give you something in the hope that you can give help and support to my mum and son, which I can't do by any other means from prison. In supporting them, for £5 a month, you can get a week's worth of episodes in advance every Monday. For £10 a month, you'll get the week's worth of episodes. Plus, I'll respond to any question you have in a monthly question and answer episode on my Patreon. That's patreon.com/politicalprisonerpod. For £25 a month or humanitarian aid tier, you get all of the above while knowing my little boy is supported and happy. One-time donations can be made by emailing or messaging my producer on social media. Media/collaboration inquiries are on the same line, the senders and inbox. If you can't support me family in my absence, please follow the podcast on Instagram if you're going to be listening. Please follow on Twitter, all of our socials. Our handle is Diary Pol Prisoner. Please share them and this podcast with your friends. It's free to do and it helps this project grow. You can also send me a prisoner email or letters, drawings, anything like that. Links to everything mentioned can be found in the podcast description below. Thank you, love and solidarity.